Hi, my name is William Labbancz. I'm the real estate broker for Sailwinds Realty. Today I'm going to go over how to set up and get all your documents ready to go for a new listing. In this case, the listing is not in the MLS. A property either has never been listed, has never been sold, or hasn't been sold in the last 15 or 20 years or so. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. If you have a property, for example, like this one here at 661 63rd Street. This is in St. Petersburg, so Pinellas County. I'm going to look this up. There's a few properties here, but these are all in Manatee County, so that's the wrong county. These are the wrong addresses. So, to do that, go back to your home page, and on the right-hand side where your external links are, scroll on down to Transaction Desk. This will log you in. Open up another tab here. We'll go through a quick pre-flight check just to make sure everything's working properly. Now that you're logged in, your home screen should look something similar to this here. We're going to select the add icon in the top right. This creates a new transaction. And for this, I'm going to do the listing documents for 661 63rd Street South. Now, every broker is a little bit different, but for all the agents of Sailwinds Realty, your documents are right there. So select Residential Listing Documents, and then it's going to ask to import data. And from our experience, if the property is not listed in the MLS, whether it's expired, withdrawn, or even active, if the property is not listed there using Realist or using any of the other ones, it really just doesn't work out. The things just don't line up very well. Since we're doing listing documents and I am the listing agent, just select Listing Agent. Make sure Use Wizard is checked here. And then on the top right, select Create. This will begin to prepare everything for us, and I'll go through a number of questions. So on this one, the street number, so that's 661. Street name is 63rd Street South. There's no unit number on this one. The city is St. Petersburg. County, Pinellas. Not necessary if you don't want to put it in there. State is Florida. And the zip code there is 33707. Much of the rest of this information can be left off. Subdivision, community, plot, book number, a lot of this stuff I tend to leave off. This is the absolute most important stuff here. Select Next. Transaction dates. Same kind of thing here. You can fill in these if you feel that you want to fill them in, or when you actually go over to the listing document and you put in the listing date, it'll actually backfeed it onto this page here. So I tend to leave these blank and fill it in on the listing documents. And the next item here are the contacts. So in this case, I need to make sure that my name as a listing agent, the brokerage name is there, the listing broker. In this case, it says the selling broker is Sailwinds Realty. That's not accurate, so we're going to go ahead and delete that. And then on the top right, we need to add the seller's name. So we select Add, and I'm going to add a contact for this transaction. And this person is the seller. Their first name, last name, and I encourage you to fill in as much information as you can here. If they have an email address, or whatever it is, their full legal name, which would be Richard Waters. Preferred signature, Richard Waters. Unpreferred initials, RW, and then this will add them to contact there. Their address, you can add that in if you like, or you can skip that same thing as well. Select Save. And you can do the same process, just repeat this if you have a second seller or a third seller or a fourth seller, or whoever is involved. You can just continue to keep adding them in there. Again, most important, first name, last name, and their email address, especially if later on you want to be sending them electronic signatures on stuff. But that's a different video. Forms. Now, since we select that packet from the wizard going back, all of our forms should be here. So your standard listing document, your seller's property disclosure, status change form, owner's waiver of MLS. Some of this you will need and some of it you will not. Like in this case, it's a single family home. So this condo association disclosure, I don't need. And I can do one of two things. I could just leave it and ignore it. Or if I want to keep really clean documents and files, I can come over here on the right hand side, select these three buttons, and delete. And what that will do is that'll delete just that single writer in this case, or single document that's there. And we can go through, we can do the same thing. So I know it's not a short sale, so we're going to go over here, select this, and delete. Confirm, yes, and there we go. That's deleted it off of there as well. Okay, great. On to the next thing. These are forms. These are documents. So if we had specific items that we wanted to upload to add into there, we can just select add and then drag and drop files into there. So if you had a referral agreement, select on my desktop, I happen to have one, drag and drop, and let go. There it is. So we have that is now part of the file as well. And this is the final step. Select done. And here is our file altogether. Now in this file, everything should be here. On the right hand side, there's these three green lines. Select that. And that opens up this little sidebar here. And we can then select forms. And here we are. Here's all of our forms or all of our documents that we would need for that listing agreement. And you'll see right here, the first one, the most important, is the ELB8 or the listing document. And there we are. And you see there's the seller's name, broker's name. We left these dates off. Here's the address of the property, the city, state, zip code. And we can go through here if we know some of these other information. We can go through here and check it off and print it out. To print it out, hover over File. Just hover, that's all. We're on down to print. You'll have this little bar on the top here, if you have it. Some may not. Select Options. And I want to show. When I show that, it'll open up here, and we just hit print. Print one more time. I'm using printer 2. Print, OK, and that's it. There it goes. And we can do the same process for all the other documents. And to exit this screen, hover over File again, exit. Take just a second. There we are. And we're going to need the seller disclosure, so select that. Come over here, File, Print, Options. I want them to show. Options. And there it is. There's our seller property disclosure right here. And again, I can just click this little print icon right up here. It'll open up my printer and my printing format there. Awesome. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Leave a comment below. You're welcome to email us or call us on the phone. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.